Yo, ladies and gentlemen, now listen to me real quick. What would you do if you were, if you were accused of taking out your parents, right? And everybody in the police thinks that you did it, but your whole family thinks that you didn't do it. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about the infamous AJ Armstrong. Now, apparently, this kid has had three trials, and he finally got convicted for, taking his parents out on his third trial, which he is planning to appeal, I've heard. Now, we need to move into this because this is pretty interesting stuff. Apparently, his whole family thinks he's innocent. Like, his grandmother, well, I should say his grandmother fiercely believes that he's innocent. His girlfriend believes he's innocent. What I'm saying is his family is standing behind him. So it's an interesting thing. And the fact that they had three court cases kind of makes me feel like, why not let him off on maybe the second one? Why are we going again? Like, why are we so adamant that he needs to go to jail? So anyways, I know not much about this case. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in this one. This is more like a little sneak preview of what's been going on, and we can deep dive if the need be, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and check this out. It's pretty interesting. Without further ado.
The girlfriend, AJ relaxed. The inner circle around Antonio Armstrong Jr. is fiercely protective. His grandmother's childhood friends, the girlfriend, AJ relaxes around them. And every so often, we get a glimpse of it. But it's tough to be a normal teenager when some people think you killed your parents. AJ's 2019 has been spent in a courtroom instead of a college classroom, learning forensics instead of football plays, surrounded by attorneys and judges and piles of evidence. This is reality for AJ.
Now, I wonder if, first of all, if he was just a bad kid. That might give them some drive to try and get him, right? But if he was just a regular kid, you know what I mean? Like, if he wasn't a bad kid, things wouldn't be adding up for me. Yeah, like if he was the poster child kid, then this does not add up to me. But again, I don't know much about this case. This is just a little preview to see if you guys are interested. But anyways, let's continue.
Not how we pictured it, because back in 2016, AJ's family was pretty perfect. Beautiful, successful, smart, and strong. Parents Dawn and Antonio Sr. were passionate about health and wellness. They owned gyms. He was an ex-NFL player.
I want you to pick back up those visions and those dreams that you once had.
A personal trainer, a motivational speaker, and assistant pastor at his mother's church. Dawn loved big, often posting on Facebook how proud she was of her kids, how deeply she loved Antonio. On July 24th, "This guy is my everything. He completes me in every way. He's my best friend. And after almost 2 decades, it's the simple things that make us happy."
Damn, they were together for 20 years. Shit. And so nothing was going to happen with that relationship. They're that happy this far into it. Of course, it could be a facade. It could be, social media looks, optics. But there's no real explanation as to how he was too much in this little snippet right here. Like, was he a dickhead child? Was he a good child? Was he a mama's boy? Did he like his dad more? Like, what's going on?
Days later, the couple would be dead, murdered while they slept in their Southwest Houston home, both shot in the head with Antonio Sr.'s gun from his nightstand. 1:14 a.m., AJ called 911, whispering to the operator he heard gunshots from his parents' room and he was hiding in a closet. AJ woke up his 12-year-old sister, Kayra. Police arrived. AJ disarmed the security system, unlocked the door, and let officers in. Hours later, the 16-year-old high school junior was charged with killing his mother and father.
Why do this interview? Why talk to me?
I feel like people probably would like to hear from me and just hear the things that I have to say and just, because
I think people would probably like to hear from me. I don't know. From the start, the way he started that sentence, from the way he started that makes me feel a little iffy about little bro. Because I'd be like, what do you mean? People need to know that I didn't kill my fucking parents. You know, I'd be getting crazy up there. I'd be like, why would I? You know, I wouldn't start. You know, I feel like people are, you know, curious, you know, to find out what happened, and just, I don't know, bro.
Why talk to me?
I mean, I feel like people probably would like to hear from me and just hear the things that like I have to say, and just because I mean I'm always quiet about things, so I'm sure they probably would like to know what AJ has to say.
Everyone has, I'm sure you've talked about this at length. I have to ask you just one time. Did you kill your parents?
No. Never. Never.
What do you want to say to them?
I mean, for me, it's as simple as I didn't do it. It's just as simple as that.
For me, it's as simple as the second red flag. It's as simple as I didn't do it. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's just an awkward kid. Maybe he just don't have a lot to say, you know? Some people are just, you know, stoic like that. They're just, you know, in the corner and just taking it like a man. But, man, I'd be up there, me personally, I would be like, bro, you know what I mean? I would be asking a bunch of hypotheticals. I'd be like, why the fuck would I do that? You know, they're paying my tuition. Like I live in this awesome ass house. My dad is rich. Why, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point of, you know, I would be all up in there, but I guess, you know, everybody's different. But shit, what do you guys think? Put in the comments what you guys think. What do you think he did? Because I know a bunch of y'all probably been covering a bit of this, but for those who are a bit more informed as we go into this topic, what do you guys think?
I've been adamant about that since the moment everything happened, from the moment I was on the phone till this day. I've said I didn't do it. I'll never change from that because I know it's the truth. And for me, that's just, you know, that's just the one thing that I really want people to know, because being in this situation,
Was he trying to cry just now? Hold on.
it's the truth. And for me, that's just, you know, that's just the one thing that I really want people
I think he's trying to cry.
to know, because being in this situation and just that being a constant reminder that someone would even think that it's something that I would do. Like, it's just, like, it hurts. It's frustrating.
There are people out there watching this who think, yeah, he did it. He killed his parents. How do you take that in?
If you would have asked me that a couple years ago, I would have told you it genuinely bothered me. But now, with me growing up and maturing, I can't sit here and allow it to affect me, because at the end of the day, not everyone's gonna love me. I'm not gonna be everyone's favorite. People are gonna take things how they want to take things. You can't control that.
AJ has always said an intruder killed his mother and father, broke into the house without setting off the alarm, and shot Antonio Sr. and wife Dawn. But AJ was charged, spent 8 months in juvie jail, had dozens of court appearances, and nearly 3.5 years after the murders, finally, the trial.
Man, he is tall and strong looking, just like his dad. Holy shit. What is he, like 6'3" or some shit? Damn. I mean, he is walking amongst his, like, mom, and you could tell they're probably shorter women, but the man over here, too, is he towering over them. I don't know, bro. I don't know. If it was a break-in, if he's going with the break-in theory, where's the forced entry marks? You know, there's got to be forced entry somewhere. Didn't set off the alarm. How'd that happen? You know, did they know? It's like, where are the tire marks? Where are the footprints? Like, come on now. Like, there's got to be something. They can't just have, like, floated into the house. You know what I'm saying?
And nearly 3.5 years after the murders, finally, the trial. He was now 19 years old. While his high school friends were off at college, AJ sat in a courtroom looking at autopsy photos of his mom and dad, listening to police call him a killer.
Bring us back to those moments where you did break down in court. What was going through your mind?
I mean, it's just seeing pictures of my parents again.
Why is he trying to cry? He's. I don't know, guys. I don't know. He keeps doing that one finger right here. Does that make you cry? Like, he keeps doing that one finger. This is the second time. And it's like, is that cue the tears or something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's just seeing pictures of my parents again. Just sitting there and rereading text messages. I just put myself back in that situation, and I just reimagine just having those conversations with my parents, whether I was getting yelled at or whether I was doing something good. Like, just to have that again, just like just 5 minutes, if that's what it was, just to have that again with my mom, my dad. Just that's all I want.
Hey, cue the tears though. Cue the tears. Damn. Okay. All right. Okay.
40 hours of testimony from 36 witnesses. On the stand, former football coaches, security alarm experts, gunshot residue analysts, AJ's girlfriend, and his younger sister, who was the only other person in the house that deadly night. Seeing Kayra up there was painful.
I always say she's had it the hardest. She was 12 years old, and she's had to go through life. I was in jail. You know, my parents aren't there, so she's just had a lot.
The jury deliberated for 19 hours, and in the end, they could not agree.
We are unable to arrive at a unanimous verdict without causing some members of the jury to do violence to their conscience.
What was that like to work for that long and then to hear that it was a mistrial?
It was frustrating. I was hurt. I was really upset, and I had built my faith. I was so adamant on the idea that I knew this was going to be it. Like, no one could convince me anyway, like anything else, that this was going to be it for me. And to have the opposite of that happen, it hurt, and it took me a second to kind of gather my thoughts. And once I did, my grandma was just telling me, AJ, it could have been way worse. Like, you could have been in jail. We couldn't be around you right now. You couldn't be going home with us tonight. Like, we couldn't be living to fight another day right now, but we are. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
How are you going to do this again?
With the same group of support, same great attorneys, same way we did it the first time, together.
Are you prepared for an outcome that you don't want? What if they find you guilty?
Like I told you earlier, I refuse to think about that.
But AJ can't ignore the fact that spending the rest of his life in prison is a real possibility.
That shit is crazy. On one hand, if he really didn't do it, that's crazy. But I mean, he's a little robotic up there. I'm sure they prepped him and they told him 15 things not to say and what to say and how to say it. You know, so he's probably robotic because he's got all these voices in his head trying to tell him how to present properly and look as innocent as possible. But on the other hand, bro, if you like, I don't know his characteristics. And that's why we might go into this trial. We might break this trial down and go into the case and see what type of a kid he really was. So I'm already interested in the football coach. Football coach sounds like he has some things to say. Those are the people I want to talk, like, I want to hear from. People who've been around him, like, every day. Because, hey, I'm going to tell you, 16 years old, that age is old enough to do some damage. I'll tell you that much. That age is old enough to fuck some shit up. So, you know.
His attorneys say this time around, the trial will be longer, and they have a new strategy.
There's some things that was not allowed in the first trial that we anticipated are going to come in this trial that are pretty eye-opening, pretty devastating to the state's case. So that's a little bit what we think may be different.
So there will be new evidence in this case or new witnesses?
Yeah, potentially, yes, ma'am. We're not going to get into our strategy this time like we did last time, but it's going to be longer, and tune in, you'll see.
AJ didn't testify during the last trial, and he won't this time.
Why not put him on the stand?
Well, he's already given a statement. He gave his statement to the police. He sat there and answered as many questions as they, asked. So do you think how difficult it would be for a 16, 17-year-old young man who's never been in court before, never testified, to go against a trained killer like John Brewer? I mean, he's gonna tear him up.
John Brewer, one of the 3 prosecutors on the case. We've asked the DA's office for an interview. They won't talk on camera, but gave us this statement after April's mistrial. Antonio Armstrong Jr. murdered 2 citizens of our county, and we will continue to fight for justice. AJ's family will keep fighting.
Damn, that's the only response they gave. Holy shit. No interview. Here you go. Post that on your fucking blog channel. That's hardcore. Damn. 1 sentence. Okay.
County, and we will continue to fight for justice. AJ's family will keep fighting too. His grandmothers and grandfather, Antonio and Dawn's parents, are AJ's biggest supporters, who believe deeply in their grandson's innocence.
How have you changed and grown up?
I'd say this situation has definitely caused me to grow up a lot faster than I probably would have, just because I've been put in a situation where now my little sister actually does look up to me. I've had to take my faith to a level that most 19, 20-year-olds probably wouldn't take their faith to, just because I've been tested with different situations, things like that. So for me, it's just my circumstances have caused me to grow up, and I've had no choice but to just go along with it.
That's pretty much it, folks. Let me know if you want to see the damn AJ Armstrong trial. It's gonna be a crazy one. Excuse me. He's fighting for appeal right now. Probably, in my opinion, will get one because it's just so wishy-washy. I mean, why not, right? Why not go for 4? They do say three times is a charm, though, so we'll find out about that. But anyways, people, I love you guys. Stay inside, stay safe, stay dry if it's raining in your area, and have a beautiful day. I'm out of here.